Hi folks, Caroline here. Coming to you now from my mum and dad's house, and I just wanted to share a bit of an epiphany, breakthrough, don't know, moment of clarity I think that I've just had on my journey down here. So I'm here today, it's a Friday, because Dad and I are going to take a look at my car. Needs a few little bits and pieces doing on it. It's got a few rattles and squeaks and things, so I've brought the car over today so we can get it up on his ramps and use Dad's garage and all his tools and tricks and bits and pieces to get some of the bits fixed on it. Bearing in mind that I'm going to be using my car more so as I'm transitioning into being a digital nomad and basically living out the car as I move between different people's houses. So quite an important mode of transport for me going forward. Anyway, I digress. So what I was listening to Simon Sinek's Start With Why on Audible as I was driving down here. It took me about an hour and a half to get here, and I've been doing a lot of thinking over the last couple of days about what it is that I'm trying to do, trying to achieve, and who I'm trying to help and why with my business, with my online business, my SFM affiliate business. And now I did a lot of work last year on the brand incubator, which is a product that helps people figure out their purpose in life, their calling, if you like, and your vision, your mission, and your values. On the basis that if you understand that, that's kind of the bedrock of your personal brand. Your personal brand being who you are and what you stand for in the world. And so I did all that last year, so it's been 6 months at least now since I've had that clarity, but I haven't quite known what to do with it or how to kind of fit it into what I'm doing with my affiliate business. And so yesterday I had a bit of a breakthrough moment, again listening to Start With Why, when I started to switch around what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and why I'm doing it. So what Simon Sinek talks about is start with why. So start with why you do what you do, then how you do what you do, and then what you do. So the why being your purpose, your calling, your belief, your core belief, the cause that you're pursuing, I suppose. The how being the kind of then the systems, the processes, the operational side of how you work towards achieving that cause or working towards that belief. And then the what is then the products or services or the things that you do, that you offer in order to achieve that belief or that calling. And so I've been stuck with the what is online business. That's what I'm promoting, that's what I'm pushing. And I know deep down that I believe in it. I totally believe in it. I believe that that's the way forward for me. I believe that's the way forward for a lot of people. It's a way of skilling yourself up for the digital economy, which is the next big revolution, I think. Well, I think it's already happened. I think it's happening, but I think that's where a lot of companies, businesses will be in the coming years. And so it's great to get those skills now. And the SFM is the most amazing platform, education and training to be able to make that leap from the traditional economy to the digital economy. But anyway, I was stuck. That's the what, and the how is that you go through the training of the SFM and you use the community and you follow the system of selling online. There's 5 modules that you go through that teaches you things to get you started and get you set up, and then from there you figure out what you want to, what business you want to do, and so on and so forth. But the thing that I was stuck on is, but why am I doing it? And the reason that I wanted to get clarity on that is because that then, everything hangs off that in my book. This is how I feel. And since I started listening to this book, Start With Why, it's kind of all fit. It's all kind of dropped into place. And so the moment of clarity I had today, and on the drive on the way here, was it's all about connection. Connecting back to ourselves and each other and humanity, and connecting back to fundamental principles, connecting to nature, connecting to the beauty surrounding us, connecting to ourselves, our true authentic selves, our, you know, the person inside. And the reason why this kind of like hit for me was because all the different kind of avatars I've been looking at, all the different kind of parts of my life that I've been trying to figure out why I've felt drawn towards this over the years, because it's been coming, you know, wanting to do something like this kind of freedom of working, the time freedom, the geographical freedom that I've kind of craved for so many years, and I couldn't quite work out why. And it's because well, there's different ways of explaining it, but people are important to me, and connecting with people is important to me, because that's where I get my energy from, that's where I get validation from, it's where I get peace from, in a way, I suppose. I'm a talker. Talking things out with people is a way of understanding myself better. And so, now bear in mind, one of my visions, one of my dreams, ever since I was a little girl, was to get married and have children and have a family of my own. And for me, it's very, very, very important to be there for my children, and to be not necessarily a stay-at-home mum, but so that my children are my priority, because that connection with them and their connection with me as a mother figure and their father as well, to be that role model, to be that support, security, stability, all those kind of things in their life as they need it, as they're in those developmental ages, certainly, you know, up to like ages, I don't know, 7 or 8, when they're really started, before their rational brain really starts to kind of kick in, and they're very pliable and moldable, and that's where a lot of really important fundamental psychological imprints are made, I suppose. I'm no expert on this. This is a lot of this is gut feel, and to do with my own upbringing, and you know, I've had a very strong family upbringing from, you know, my parents and my brother, but also my, you know, more immediate family, cousins, aunts and uncles, and so on. It's been a very stable upbringing, and I believe that that's something that is disintegrating in society, the family unit, and that family structure is disintegrating. And a lot of it is because a lot of people are working so hard in the corporate world, and they're spending hours of the day at work, they're spending more hours on top of that commuting to work, and then they have to fit life, you know, going to the supermarket in at weekends and doing all the washing, the cooking, you know, the shopping and the cleaning, and they don't have time to spend with their children. And I see so many children who just crave attention. They just want to be seen, and want to know that they're loved, and to know that when their needs are being met. And so this was pointed out to me this week on a conversation with my mentor Dan, that for me, therefore, there's been a conflict over the years where I've been working in that corporate world. I've been working hard, I've been doing long commutes and all that, and it's taken me away from home, from my friends, my family. Various jobs where I travelled a lot meant that I couldn't keep commitments with friends in the evenings, because I didn't know when I was going to be sent different places in the country, and that didn't feel right. And it's all kind of like the jigsaw puzzle, it's all kind of fitting together, piece by piece. That was the other reason why, even though I loved my job on cruise ships, and I absolutely loved being at sea, I loved being out in nature, I loved connecting with the passengers, and I loved the photography side of portrait photography in a sense, because that was a different form of connection, connecting to other people, but connecting them to themselves as well, taking pictures of people, especially when they're feeling good, they're on holiday, they're having a great time, they're all dressed up, and you show them a picture of themselves, and they see themselves in a way that they might not have seen themselves before. And so, yeah, when I was in my corporate world, I felt very disconnected, not just from friends and family, but from myself as well. It wasn't in alignment with my values, and I couldn't pinpoint why. I couldn't figure out why. And I think that might just be it, is that connection. Because that's been a big part of my journey over the last year, since I've been working at home on my own, a lot of solitude, a lot of isolation, and I've really connected with myself. Now, I've still got a lot of work to do on that, I believe, but connecting to the truth of who I am and what I actually believe. Because when I'm not surrounded by so many people and so many friends and colleagues and corporations and I'm just in my little house in a little cottage in the countryside. I don't watch the news as much anymore. So fewer, it's not good English, so many fewer external influences means that I get to really see and feel and understand what I believe and what I feel, and have connected a lot more with myself, a lot more with my own body, with my sleeping routines, with my eating routines and things like that has all come about because I've been able to have that time and that freedom to spend with myself. And one of the biggest things, sorry I'm going on here, just one last thing, but one of the biggest things for me over this past year since I've been doing this, I've been working for myself and had the time freedom to choose when I work and where I work, was when my dad broke his hip last year, and I was able to just grab my things and move in for a week with mum and dad and nurse dad while mum had to go and look after some things that they already had planned. And it was just, yep, no problem. I can work from here just as easily as I can work from home. And I was able to spend quality time with my dad. And that was precious, but also to be there in his time of need and to support mum, while they were going through dad being very immobile and things like that. So that was very precious to me, and I can kind of see why now. So yeah, I just wanted to share that, folks, just because I hope that's the breakthrough I've been looking for, that's going to help me now target my marketing, target my pinpoint my avatar, my message, and get it all congruent so that I can get my email follow-up series and everything all tying into the same message. Yeah, there you go. Just wanted to share that, folks. Thank you for watching. Thank you to those of you who commented on my last video as well, and all the wonderful comments I've received on that. So yeah, exciting times, scary, exciting times for me ahead as well. I've got a couple of weeks before I move out. So yeah, lots of love to you all. Stay safe, wash your hands, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye-bye.